Bursa is the fourth largest city in Turkey by population and one of the country's most important industrial and commercial hubs. Bursa takes pride in being the first official capital of the Ottoman Empire from 1335 to 1363. Hence, it's filled with Ottoman architecture buildings like mosques and the tombs of sultans, especially Sultan Osman Ghazi, the founder of the Ottoman Empire. Bursa is located in the northwest of Turkey, in the Marmara region, about 2 hours from Istanbul, 3.5 hours from Izmir, and 4.5 hours from Ankara, the capital. Nicknamed Green Bursa, this city truly lives up to its name with lush landscapes at every turn, whether it's the streets, public parks, or the slopes of Mount Uludag. Wherever you go, Bursa's vibrant greens are your constant companion. Bursa experiences cold winters with frequent snow and rain, averaging around 6 degrees but often dropping below zero. Summers are moderate to warm, averaging around 29 to 35 degrees, so Bursa's climate makes it a year-round heaven for travelers. You can reach Bursa by ferry from Istanbul called Badu, departing from Eminönü Port takes around 2 hours. And you can also get there from any city by bus, but there is no direct train or flight to Bursa. And due to the proximity between Bursa and Istanbul, some buses run from and to Istanbul airports, taking about an hour and a half from Sabiha Airport and 2 hours from Istanbul International Airport. Public transportation in Bursa includes metro, buses and tram in some areas. You buy a Bursa transportation card at any metro station and the top up to ride all public transportation. One downside about transport in Bursa that it can be time consuming. For instance, a bus or metro trip might take an hour to a destination that is only 20 minutes away by car, and you will likely need to switch buses or metro routes. There are also many buses called dolmuş that you pay for in cash. These are available in certain areas and are slightly faster because they take shorter routes. There are many taxi stands everywhere and all operate with meters unlike Istanbul, but they are a bit pricey. Uber wasn't operating in Bursa and there is an alternative app called BI Taxi, but I have never managed to find a taxi through it. I recommend using the Move It app to know the available transport options to your destination, as the transportation option in Google Maps wasn't available in Bursa, but this might change over time. To help you efficiently plan your trip, I will go over each district individually and list all the tourist attractions within them. This way you can allocate your time accordingly and visit all the sites in order. I will leave links to all of them in the description. If you are coming to Bursa from Istanbul by ferry, Mudanya is the first place you will set foot in. It is the coastal side of Bursa, facing the Sea of Marmara. The place features a beautiful walk along the coast where many cafes and restaurants, especially fish restaurants, overlook the sea. One of my favorites is Miral Ablanin fish. I will leave link to it in the description. At the end of the walk, you will reach Treli neighborhood that's known for its colorful wooden houses. The nightlife in Mudanya is awesome, where you see small bands playing music and singing outdoors, creating a wonderful atmosphere. You can make your tour in Mudanya at the beginning of your Bursa trip or before you leave for Istanbul, but it's best visited at night, as the atmosphere at night is very calm and nice. Mudanya is about 30 minutes by car from the downtown Osman Ghazi, but it can take 90 minutes by public transportation. There is a bus stop in Mudanya that takes you to different places, but if you delayed bus to 11 p.m., you will only find many buses to the metro station. Osman Ghazi is the center of Bursa city and its historic heart, from which you can access most Bursa's tourist attractions. The closest metro station to the historic sites in Osman Ghazi is Shehirkustu station. Once you step out of Shehirkustu station, you will see a statue of Sultan Osman Ghazi in the square, and behind it a street that leads to the Grand Bazaar. It is such a beautiful place, resembling Khan al-Khalili in Egypt if you happen to be in Egypt before. It has clothing, furnishing, gold, spice markets, and many restaurants serving Iskandar kebab, Bursa's most famous dish. This restaurant in particular serves delicious Iskandar kebab. I will leave a link to it in the description. A 3-minute walk from the Grand Bazaar, you will find the Grand Mosque, aka Ulucami in Turkish, one of the most important archaeological landmarks in Bursa. It is considered the cornerstone of the Ottoman architecture. When completed in 1399, Ulucami ranked among the top 5 mosques in the entire Islamic world. It stands out for its impressive array of 20 domes and 2 minarets. The mosque also houses the oldest known covering of the Kaaba. It is a powerful symbol dating back to 1517, and it marks the transfer of the Islamic Caliphate from the Abbasids in Egypt to the rising Ottoman Empire. A few steps from the Grand Mosque, the old silk market, Koza Han, opens its doors to the visitors, taking them on a journey through time to an era when silk was a symbol of luxury. The market was built in 1415 and was one of the most famous silk markets that used to host famous merchants from all over the world. Today, the market still retains some of its legacy, with all the shops selling various types of fabrics. Around the dome that centers the inner square, simple cafes offer tea and delicious Turkish simit. Get yourself a cup of tea and let your imagination paint a picture of this marketplace in the old Bursa. Heading back from the old bazaar, take this street called Cumalikizik Street, where the tram runs in the middle. You will find this shop, a super old dessert shop. Grab yourself some baklava or kataif for a delicious snack before your next stop. You're gonna need it. At the end of Cumalikizik Street, Tophane Hill stretches on the other side of the street. You can take the paved road and the stairs to the top, where the tombs of Sultan Osman I and his son Sultan Orhan, the conqueror of Bursa city, are located. Like the guards at Birmingham Palace, in front of Sultan Osman's tomb are guards dressed in Ottoman uniform who do not move. If you are there by the time they leave, you will witness a folkloric ceremony like a scene from a historical Turkish movie. In the outer courtyard, restaurants and cafes are scattered where you can relax and have a cup of original sand-brewed Turkish coffee while enjoying a panoramic, stunning view of Bursa and Mount Uludag. This ancient cannon stands in the middle of the courtyard, and above them rises the famous clock tower, which was built in 1906, about 33 meters tall. The tower is beautifully lit at night, forming a distinctive symbol of Bursa city. "15 minutes drive away from the center or 30 minutes by public transport, you will reach one of Bursa's most famous symbols, the Inkaya historical tree. Inkaya tree is over 600 years old, standing 35 meters tall with a trunk diameter of 3 to 4 meters. It has 13 main branches from which many smaller branches emerge, making it as large as a small garden by itself. Although the place is located on a high hill, so the view from above is stunning. Bursa truly earns its nickname Green Bursa, with a ton of public parks all over the city, and the entry to all of them is free. You can spend a whole day chilling out and soaking up the greenery for no charge. Culture Park is one of the largest and most beautiful parks in Bursa city. Located in the center of Osman Ghazi, it is a 10-minute walk from the Culture Park metro station. The park is filled with charming green spaces, a large lake in the middle with pedal boats, and many activities for children. Another beautiful park in Osman Ghazi is Sungali Botanic Park. Outside this park is Iskandar Effendi restaurant, the birthplace of the iconic Iskandar kebab dish. The next district is Yildirim, which might be light on tourist spots, but it has Bursa's most famous attraction, Bursa Cable Car, the telefreak. It is located in Yildirim, but it's still super close to Osman Ghazi, just a 20-minute bus ride away. Bursa Cable Car takes you on a magical ride up the slopes of Mount Uludag, revealing panoramic views that will stick in your memory. It is said to be the world's longest cable car line by around 9 kilometers long. Bursa Cable Car has 3 stops. In winter, the last stop turns into a ski heaven. From there you can catch a smaller and even cooler cable car for an extra ticket. This one is open air, so it feels like you are flying through the mountains. Up at the top, you can capture amazing photos. You can also camp here and soak in the beautiful nature. There is also a ton to do in the last station. There is an open park where you can picnic. There is a playground for kids as well. Or you can join a motorcycle tour through the forests. Also, you can stay overnight in a cozy cabin hotel and wake up surrounded by stunning scenery. The second place in Yildirim is Cumalikizik Village. It is an old Ottoman village that still maintains its houses as they were during the Ottoman era. This house is constructed with a blend of wood, stone and brick, feature balconies and ornate wooden windows. This village's ancient roots trace back to the 14th century. Many of these houses have been converted into small restaurants offering breakfast and Turkish pies called guzleim, and shops selling Turkish products like honey, pickles and berry juice, along with handicrafts and clothing. You can visit for breakfast, but in my opinion, you can skip this place if your time is limited. It's not very impressive, quite far away, especially by public transportation, and not suitable for the elderly due to its gravel-paved streets. The third district is Kistel. It is a bit far from the city center and has only one notable attraction worth visiting, the Saitabat Waterfalls. It is about 22 kilometers from the center of Osman Ghazi. It takes around an hour and a quarter by public transport or 25 minutes by car. The area features this small waterfall flowing between rocks and forests, with some quiet restaurants and cafes along the banks of the water course. Enjoy a meal or a drink while relaxing to the sound of fresh water. There are also small shops selling local products and Turkish dondurma in the summer, and a place to rent horses and carriages. The last district we will go over is Nilüfer. Nilüfer is the modern part of the city. It features modern amenities like shopping malls and plazas. Nilüfer also hosts the most upscale residences in Bursa, while also offering its fair share of tourist attractions. My favorite place in Nilüfer is Golyazi Village, which is a small peninsula on a lake. About half-hour drive from Uludag University metro station. There are buses also run from the station to the village, taking an hour approximately. However, be aware that after 8 p.m. there is no transportation available to return, not even taxis. This place offers a serene escape for those looking to unwind away from the city chaos. It features waterfront restaurants and cafes primarily serving breakfast and Turkish pies called guzleim, ice cream and juice during the summer. A nice activity in Golyazi is taking a boat tour around the island. One of the notable attractions here is this ancient tree, believed to be over 700 years old, which is surrounded by a local legend claiming that it bleeds. According to the legend, during the Greek rule of the island, a Muslim boy and a Christian girl fell in love and used to meet under this tree. When Turkey gained its independence and there was a population exchange, the boy went to propose to the girl's brother before they left. The brother got mad and stabbed the boy, who then died under the tree. The girl took her own life beneath the tree as well, and since then, it is said to bleed during certain seasons. Do you believe that? Marka Mall is the largest shopping center in Bursa, featuring over 200 stores with the most famous international and local brands. It also hosts numerous restaurants, including the Mado restaurant, which is famous throughout Turkey. ExtremPark is more than just a park. It is a world of excitement. It offers a variety of activities, including car racing, fast trains, and climbing walls. There is also a designated camping area. It is a perfect spot for those looking for a dose of adrenaline. And finally, these are the main tourist attractions in Bursa. While there are a few other spots worth mentioning, I consider them optional because they either less popular, harder to reach by public transportation, or similar to other places. If you are staying longer in Bursa and want to explore more, check out the article in the description box for additional information. And that's it. Bursa is a beautiful city. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like button if you found the video useful, and make sure to subscribe to get the other videos from other cities and countries. Thank you and peace.